Staples Center, we'll see the Dallas Mavericks and the Los Angeles Clippers. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side are analysts Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. From the sideline, we'll have the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a bit. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Smith Jr. runs the point with Matthews at his side. They're the backcourt. Harrison Barnes is out there with Powell. And it's Nowitzki in at the center, locking down the middle. And Milos Teodosic, one of the bigger names in basketball not to play in the NBA last season, Greg.
Yeah, I mean, the Clippers brought him over from Europe to help kind of ease the loss of Chris Paul. He's a terrific playmaker who is one of the best passers in the world, and not young, but respected by many around the globe.
Matthews, no good. And here's Los Angeles. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Rick Carlisle.
Thanks, Kevin. He talked about the challenge tonight defensively and going up against a team that can really execute. He said those guys make the most of every possession. They cut to the basket, move the ball well. We have to make them take difficult, contested shots to give ourselves the best chance to win. We know how hard that is to accomplish, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks very much, David. And guys, do you see the strategy the coach laid out for him paying off?
Well, it's the right strategy, but it's tough to say whether they can pull it off. I mean, this is a team that shoots a high percentage even against the best defense.
I think they've got to make sure that they have aggressive but controlled closeouts to shooters. Any laziness at the defensive end will cost them.
And the basket by Harris. Harris has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, this is a guy who understands his role in their offense, right? And they know exactly how to use him.
Barnes outside. Powell with the screen. Off the pick. That's good on the jump shot.
Well, smart enough to know if there's going to be congestion in there when he's attacking. Barnes gets to that in-between game.
Kicks it to Harris. Out to the wing. Here's Teodosic. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Teodosic has got his first 3 points of the game. Stripped it away. Now the Clippers moving it up. Drops in the breakaway layup.
From the opening tip, he's been active and working for good looks. He's been pretty accurate.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Now here is Smith. Pass to Powell. He kicks to Barnes. Over Gallinari. And that one goes long. Los Angeles leading by 5. Passes it to Jordan. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Harris. Powell pulls it in. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Matthews dishes to Smith. The kick out to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, they're just giving him that shot. An easy opportunity for 3 just slips away.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Matthews passes to Smith. Stolen. Now, here is Gallinari. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Back to Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And the Mavericks, one of the more forward-thinking franchises in the NBA. They were among the first, Doris, to embrace analytics.
Well, listen, this is an organization that ownership has a background in technology, so it makes sense for them to grasp onto those analytics. But for me, it's about combining that with the fierce competitiveness and a team hungry to find every edge.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And the Clippers are known as a high wire act, and rightfully so with their stars. This team is also one that can at times lock it down defensively. I don't think they get enough credit for what they do on that side of the ball.
And he's good on the second. The Clippers not a team known for their defense, but quite often the last few years, it's been the deciding factor for them in games.
Yeah, and I think it starts with the pressure they place on ball handlers. They can throw double teams or pick up far out from the hoop. They've got shot blocking inside to erase mistakes as well.
Now here's Barnes. Trying to get back on track. Teodosic grabs the miss. Los Angeles leading by 6. Gallinari wide open. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
And you can see the break slowed down for him to kind of pick his spot. And boy, was he open.
Smith kicks to Powell. Smith dishes to Nowitzki. Screen by Smith. Nobody near Barnes. The three-pointer is right on target. Barnes has got 5 points so far.
With that deep stroke, I like Barnes' ability to switch between the 3 and 4 spots. Two distinct things in terms of spacing on the floor and the requirements of the jobs.
Now, here is Gallinari. Over Barnes. Nowitzki with the steal. Up top, Powell. Guarded by Harris. Smith with a wide open look. Another 3 for Dallas.
And when you think about his ability now to knock down these outside shots, with all of his force at attacking the rim, he's going to become unguardable.
Here's Jordan. And here's Gallinari over Smith. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Well, there is clearly a size mismatch, and from the mid-range, there's no way that shot's going to be blocked.
There's the feed to Barnes. Powell with the screen. Barnes passes to Powell. It's good.
You love how Powell goes to work on the block, muscles his way to establish himself and deliver.
On the wing, Harris. Jordan with the screen on Nowitzki. Jordan the screen. Here's Harris. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Smith dishes to Barnes. Nowitzki a screen. Shot from the wing. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Well, you can see he's feeling it right now. Shots dropping from all over the place this quarter.
Bradley kicks to Harris. Gallinari outside. It's stolen by Smith. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And then Smith with the dunk.
How about the speed there by Smith? He can intimidate you not just with the athleticism, but with his quickness in the open floor.
Here's Teodosic. He's got 5. Top of the key, Harris. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Williams comes in for Avery Bradley. And Wallace subbed in for Teodosic. Farrell's checked in for the Mavericks. And so it's Dallas with it. They trail by 1. Powell with the screen. Farrell kicks to Barnes. He feeds it to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
If Powell's on the court, he's a threat to dunk it. Incredible athleticism.
Williams passes to Harris. Jordan the screen. Now here is Harris, guarded by Powell. Jordan the screen. 6 on the shot clock. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Yeah, and it's the long arms of Jordan, staying active on the boards for these high percentage putbacks.
Nowitzki dishes to Powell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Powell's got his third bucket of the night. Doris, looking at the rich history of the NBA, seeing how it's evolved over time, what do you think have been some of the biggest changes from decade to decade as the game has evolved?
Well, for me, my fandom of the NBA began in the great Celtics-Lakers rivalries with the great players like Larry Bird versus Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Worthy McHale. You know, it's always been a stars league. I think it remains as such. You can move to the 90s in the Eastern Conference with the Indiana Pacers, New York Knicks rivalries. The thing that's remained the same are the stars. Style of play, obviously, is drastically different. The athletes are getting bigger, faster, stronger. Analytics increasingly playing a part. Listen, the game is in a constant state of evolution. Like Kevin Harlan, the game gets better with age.
Oh, man. Thanks, Doris. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Johnson comes in for Gallinari. Then for the Mavericks, Mejri, he's checked in for Nowitzki. And Barea subbed in for Wesley Matthews.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things at him, but he's been unstoppable.
Here's Barea. Over Williams. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Fast break Dallas. Here's Farrell. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Wow. He got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And Yogi Ferrell, undrafted out of Indiana, parlayed a strong 10-day performance contract with the Mavericks last season into a 2-year deal.
And how about in his first game with the Mavs, he starts and leads them to their first victory in San Antonio since 2011. And what does he do for an encore? Just drop 32 on Portland, including a rookie record 9 threes. That's what you call doing work.
First one falls for him. Harris is checked in for Powell. He's perfect from the line this time. And you look at the Clippers post Chris Paul. The team is still in a position to compete.
I think they had to fill in gaps when players left, but I really like the job they've done overall. I mean, they have good inside and outside presence. Not the same, but they aren't in a horrible spot.
Pick by Harrell. Shot clock at 5. Here's Williams. A putback. No good that time. And the Mavericks going the other way now. A drive by Barnes. Took him no time at all on that one. Barnes has got 9.
Well, this is the classic hot hand, right? If he can keep it up, their lead will be safe.
Williams kicks to Jordan. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. And that's 10 points for Jordan.
And that's as high percentage as it gets for Jordan. He has shot over 65% for his entire career.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 9. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Barea with it. And it's Wallace picking him up. Farrell for 3. Tries again. And it's good on the way in.
That's all about the positioning right there. Doesn't let anybody beat him to the spot before he can get the follow-up.
Wallace against Barea. Wallace the pass to Williams. Williams with another miss.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
Well, I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
Well, that's an example of two teammates on a different page. They're both looking at each other like, hey, what was going on there?
Mavericks leading by 3. Now Harris. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Barea against Wallace. 12 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Left side Williams, 6 to shoot, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
Yeah, you go for the steal, but at least you do get the deflection.
Well, Greg, you make them reset their offense, right? It's disrupting their rhythm.
Four on the shot clock. Here's Williams. And the Clippers miss again. Harrison Barnes getting it done for the Dallas Mavericks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be right back after this. And one of our game's most explosive dunkers, DeAndre Jordan, tells us what it feels like to be DeAndre Jordan.
And you jump 20 feet in the air, it's like you're flying for a quick second. And then I've learned that how good the dunk was on the reaction of my teammates.
And for a guy like DeAndre, and a guy of DeAndre's size, guys, it's hard to believe how fluid he is in the air.
He's got some body torque into those jams, and just all around, he seems to improve his game every year.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, you really like the activity on the defensive end. Outstanding jumping into passing lanes and coming up with steals.
On the floor for Dallas, we've got Farrell. Measury is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then there's J.J. Barea, and it's Harris in at the 2. Now here's Barea, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
He's brutal off the pick and roll. J.J. varies his speeds as well as anyone in the NBA.
Here's Williams. To the paint, here's Jordan. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Jordan's got 12 in the game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Doris coach Rick Carlisle approaching irreplaceable status in some people's eyes in Dallas.
Well, Kev, NBA coaches are always under pressure. There's no question about that. But for Rick Carlisle and the Dallas organization, there seems to be great comfortability. It doesn't appear to me that Rick Carlisle is going anywhere anytime soon.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's Farrell. They set the pick. The 3 from Barnes. Offensive rebound. Measury. No good with the layup.
Boy, it's tough to see how he misses that one. I don't think the defense was all that tight on him.
Lobs it up for Jordan. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Farrell. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And the Mavericks lead by 3. Williams kicks to Wallace. Pick by Harrell. Johnson a wide open look, and it's all evened up. Johnson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Harris outside. And there's the pass to Measury. Harris with it. Just 5 on the clock. Over to the left wing. Farrell for 3. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Williams inside the line. Harrell. It's good on the putback.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Dallas has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Now here's Barea. Farrell for 3. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Harrell dishes to Williams. Clippers moving the ball around. Shoots over Measury. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Williams. Williams has got 3 assists tonight. Mavericks trailed by 4. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. A 3 from Barnes. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
I'll tell you, he's been dry from three-point range in the second quarter after hitting one in the first.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
And that's what Jordan does best, an extremely lethal dunker.
Pass to Farrell. Mejri kicks to Barnes. Barnes sets a screen for Harris. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Harris has got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, defender taken out of the play with a rock-solid screen. No way he's going to get through that.
Wallace kicks to Jordan. From the arc, Lou Williams, and that's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here's Barea. Barnes outside. Over Harrell. Here's Mejri. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
That's a nice play. You have to read and react in an instant to have success on the offensive glass.
Pick by Harrell. Back to Wallace. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 5 assists tonight.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Barea kicks to Farrell. Pass to Mejri. There's a good screen. And here's Barnes for 3. Drills it from outside. Barnes has got 12 points in the game.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Jordan with a screen on Harris. And Williams, here we go. No good from Jordan.
Boy, great job protecting the rim and turning an easy layup into a missed opportunity.
Barea, the pass to Barnes. Over Harrell. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads. Cut down to 3 on the bucket from Barnes.
Man, Kev, that's a tough shot. Now, Barnes, great concentration with a hand in his face.
And when you look at Harris and Barnes' game offensively, Doris, where does he have to improve?
I think one thing is he needs to become more of a heat seeker. Get into their body, get to the free throw line. With his strength and explosiveness, you'd like to see him shooting more free throws.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. It's been quite a game so far for DeAndre Jordan.
Oh, he's flat giving it to him right now, and this timeout is critical if they're going to stop his momentum. I think you've got to make some major defensive adjustments.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Harris is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Alinari comes in for Wesley Johnson. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Lou Williams. And Teodosic subbed in for Wallace. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Mejri. Dwight Powell comes in for Barnes. Matthews, he's checked in for Devin Harris. And Smith subbed in for J.J. Barea. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Smith outside. Nowitzki a screen. Pulls up on the elbow. That one rolling around and rims out.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
To the inside and stolen by Harris. Here's the floater. That's good from Gallinari on the assist by Harris. And now it's an 8-point Los Angeles lead. Dallas has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Outside Matthews. Back to Smith. 5 to shoot. In the foul on Avery Bradley. That is his first foul of the game. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Well, just loses his head for a moment. That's not overthinking. That's just not thinking.
Clippers leading by 8. Here's Teodosic. 5 points in the game. From 15 feet away. Rebound by Smith.
Well, it's not the defense that caused that miss. That one's all on him.
And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And Kevin, I think this is where Powell is really trying to improve, right? Sacrificing his body, taking it right to the defense.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The free throw drops for Powell. Doris, we're always talking about players developing their skill sets. What do you think is the hardest skill to develop as a broadcaster?
I think for me, the hardest skill to learn was to learn how to relax, to have fun, to not be anything but your most authentic self, because I think the viewer picks up on it. If you're forcing things, if you're trying to be another broadcaster that perhaps you like to emulate. So I'd say that was the hardest thing.
I always say broadcasting a basketball game is like a running conversation between two people because there's so much scoring and the rhythm and the flow of the game just lend itself to that.
At its best, you're 100% correct.
Drains the three-pointer. Farrell's got 7.
And that's how you answer back.
Well, you can tell that was a little give good, get good. Executed well on the offensive end, connects on the deep threat.
Now, here is Gallinari. He's got 7, and that one's good. Teodosic.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Farrell. Inside. Nowitzki dishes to Powell. Outside Matthews. Smith on the wing. Another 3 for Dallas.
And I just love how Smith is ready to shoot as soon as he gets the ball, measuring the shot as the pass is en route.
And the Clippers have possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. A nice pick right there to get him right to the rack.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
You know, and I'm not seeing any urgency out of this defense, especially considering the deficit in the score.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And here's Bradley from 3. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, you love how Avery Bradley rises and fires. He's turned himself into a deadly perimeter scorer.
Mavericks trail by 10. Smith outside. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Dwight Powell is very mobile, highly coordinated. We all know this, but how about that dribble drive?
The Clippers shooting an unreal 70% from the field, making a mockery of this defense. Bradley against Nowitzki. Gallinari right side. Here's Harris. Again, Los Angeles.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Now, here's Matthews. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Harris outside. Pass to Teodosic. Harris a screen on Smith. Back to Harris. Unable to get that one. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Smith on the wing. A baseline J. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Well, despite his struggles from the field in this period, you know he's going to keep asking for the basketball.
Over to the left wing. There's the pick. Teodosic, the pass to Gallinari. 44 seconds left in the first half. Second shot opportunity, and off the front iron, and in it goes. And now a 12-point Clipper lead.
Yeah, second chance points. Gotta love the way they attack the offensive glass there, even with a huge lead.
I'll tell you, Greg, there's no let-up in how they play. They want to dominate every aspect, and that includes second chance points.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Teodosic. 11 points in the game. There's the dish to Bradley. Feeds to Harris. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Smith. That shot misses. And so it's Los Angeles, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Trailing to start the quarter, they battled hard and pulled off a tremendous comeback. Now enjoying the lead. Right back after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports
the first half of the
Halftime
books.
Show.
This is Ernie Johnson. This is Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ken Smith. Welcome back.
Ken,
as we break down the action. A nice show being put on tonight by DeAndre Jordan. He had 16 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch, barbecue chicken alert, make good entry passes. That led to some good looks, obviously a lot of points. When you control the paint, Ernie, you control the game. I was the master of controlling the paint. Shaquille.
And over to Kenny. Let's get your insights on Dallas.
they just gave up way too many good looks from the three-point line. That means either you haven't followed the game plan correctly or you're not executing it correctly. Either way, it's wrong. So from the looks of the first half, they need to aggressively close out on shooters to close this gap and the score.
And that will wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the second half.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. DeAndre Jordan has been sensational.
Yeah, I mean, he really gave them a boost in that first half, shot way above his average.
I think, Greg, you love it when a role player is able to elevate their game. It makes every team better.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Clippers leading by 12. And for the Mavericks, clearly the rebuild, Greg, has begun.
Yeah, but they made good use of their picks. They brought in more youth and signed their building blocks. Franchise isn't used to rebuilding, but they are approaching it, I think, the right way.
Teodosic out there with Bradley. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Harris in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Here's Teodosic. The Mavericks making the shot. Harris outside. Jordan sets the pick for Harris. Over Nowitzki. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. And it's 9 points for Tobias Harris.
Yeah, and that's how the lead has gotten stretched to the point it has. I mean, too many good looks being given up way too easily.
Jumper off the screen, and it's Smith missing.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
Mavericks trail by 12. Over in the corner, Barnes. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Barnes has got 17 now.
Yeah, spot-up shooting, one of Barnes' really strong suits offensively.
There's the pass to Teodosic. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, what a cold start to the second half for them. Just 1 for 4 from the field so far.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Here's Smith. He's got 10. Nowitzki kicks to Powell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And how about the confidence that Smith plays the game with? He knows he's not the biggest guy out there, but that doesn't stop him from being the most aggressive. And when you look at Dennis Smith Jr., you aren't blown away by the physicality at first, but he's incredibly gifted for a player his size. Great speed and quickness to blow by defenders.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And with Dennis Smith, it isn't just burst of speed, it's his play in the open floor and Greg running end to end, which is phenomenal.
Yeah, he also just jumps and finishes at the rim like a shooting guard. He's only probably 6'2", 6'3", but he gets up in the air like a wing player. He's a lot like Derrick Rose was when he burst on the scene.
Both free throws good from Smith. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Teodosic, covered by Smith, to the paint. A flawless finish on the alley-oop. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Now, here is Smith. He's got 12. Powell dishes to Barnes, and there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Just under 2.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter now. Smith outside, 6 on the shot clock. Takes the turnaround J, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I'll tell you, Kevin, you have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
Now, here is Gallinari. 11 points in the game. Down low. The putback. And that's collected by Nowitzki. Mavericks trail by 7. Dishes it to Smith. Kicks it to Powell. Right side Matthews. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
And gets physical on the boards and just really pays for it with the over-the-back call.
Boy, he wanted that rebound. Didn't matter who was in his way. Doesn't get it, though.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Lou Williams is checked in for Bradley. And Wallace subbed in for Teodosic. And Dallas also making a switch. Berea's checked in. Here's Harris. And stolen by Barnes. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Well, this is the scoring potential that Barnes has, really putting it all together tonight.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleash chaos moment. Now here's Williams. He's got 8. Jordan with a screen on Nowitzki. Nowitzki against Harris. Jordan sets the pick for Harris. Gallinari in the corner. Over Barnes. Keeps it alive. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 20.
That's just sheer determination on the offensive glass, beating everyone to the spot for the tip-in.
Powell with the screen. Here's Smith. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. Smith's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you see the screen set by Dwight Powell. He's added quite a bit of muscle to his frame, and in that instance pays off.
And they double up Jordan.
Jump on. Cool. You two players.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Here's Williams, and it's denied.
Powell is exceptional at timing for blocks, rises up and sends it back.
That's short off the rim.
Kicking himself on that one. That is the shot he wanted.
Well, that's usually money in the bank for that guy. Not sure how he missed that one.
Now here's Wallace. He dishes it to Harris. Out to Wallace. 4 on the clock. Williams for 3. Rebound by Smith.
Boy, what a tough night. Imagine what their lead would be if he were having a better night from the field.
On the wing, Barnes. Back to Smith. Nowitzki a screen. Goes up at the stripe. It's taken away by Wallace. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles.
Ooh.
Oh, my God.
That's how you attack. Wow.
How'd he do that?
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
A steady screen set on that play, and the defense disappears. Nice communication between teammates to make that play work.
Jordan, the pass to Harris. Here's Jordan, and there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Hey, Greg, when you look at all the dunks that DeAndre Jordan has on his resume, it's pretty impressive.
And Jordan, I feel, is even underrated with his dunking ability. Very agile. You can see that in warm-ups as well as the dunk contest. His unmatched power when attacking the rim, really unprecedented. He may be the best athlete in the league.
No good on the free throw.
Well, you knew the Clippers would be hit hard in free agency. Losing both Paul and Redick kind of changes the outlook of the team, but still I think they're going to be solid and one that I expect to make the postseason, but I don't think that we can label them as a contender.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Clippers. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
And this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And Greg, with the moves, the era of Lob City, it looks like it's officially over.
Yeah, and it was a fun run, but the team just, one, couldn't stay healthy, and they had some bad luck, let's face it, in the postseason. Entertaining group to watch, no doubt about it, but now we start the new era in Clipperland.
First one falls for him.
The 7th overall selection back in 2012, Barnes was taken 1 pick after Dame Lillard, 2 picks before Andre Drummond. Incredible draft class.
So he gets them both.
Well, how about Harrison Barnes, a starter on the championship Warriors team in 2015, part of that amazing 73-win team in 2016, but he had a secondary role on that team. Now one of the go-to guys.
Now here is Harris. 9 points in the game so far. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And with the Warriors' pursuit of Kevin Durant, Barnes was the odd man outdoors. He did all right, though, a 4-year max deal in Dallas.
Well, what you love is he never complained about his role when he was with Golden State, and he's embraced the challenge with the Dallas Mavericks. There's a lot riding on his shoulders with this organization. They need this guy to grow into a star.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 21. Clock is at 3. From deep, Barea. The rebound by Johnson. Clippers leading by 5. Williams with a clean look. They get it back. For the 3. Again, the miss by Williams.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
Harris kicks to Barea. On the wing, Barnes. Here's Mejri, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Well, how about Salah Mejri, the first ever player from the NBA out of Tunisia? 7'2" shot blocker with extensive playing experience overseas.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Harrell's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. And speaking of Mejri's international experience, he was a 29-year-old rookie in 2015.
Right, Mejri is a guy, it took him a while to make his way to the NBA, but he has shown he belongs. Guy's pretty mobile for his size, a really solid rebounder, good rim runner off the pick and roll. A lot to like about him.
So it's the Mavericks now, after the Clippers pick up 2. Powell kicks to Barnes, and the layup is good. Barnes has got 23 points.
That's just terrific job by Barnes. In full attack mode, dominating that area of the paint. Go to work, Harrison.
Williams against Barea. A baseline J. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Leave him open from mid-range like that, and there's not much doubt he'll knock it down. Come on, guys, you got to think.
Harris outside. Pass to Mejri. Johnson against Barnes. Dallas moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Goes back up. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Mejri.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Now here's Williams. 10 points for him. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The former 6th man of the year in 2015, Lou Williams, can fill it up in a hurry.
Sweet Lou. I mean, he is a terrific shooter, uses that fadeaway to create some space, and he has really become a master at getting himself to the free throw line. He excels in this role in terms of creating efficient offense off the bench.
Throw good, Lou Williams. Doors with so many one-and-dones entering the NBA. Do you think expectations are too high for these guys, especially from the fans?
I don't, Kevin. I think it depends on the talent that we're talking about. You know, I know Joel Embiid is a guy who didn't necessarily start right away, but when he was finally able to be healthy, it certainly didn't take him long to become a factor on the NBA level. No, I don't think the expectations are too high. I think these guys are accustomed to expectations, and frankly, their personal expectations are probably higher than ours.
I mean, look at the elite of these high school kids have been playing like in front of big crowds on a big stage for so long. It's second nature to them, don't you think?
No doubt about it, Kevin.
Now here's Powell. He's got 17. Here's Barnes. Barnes with another miss.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Johnson against Barnes. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Now Harris. Farrell passes to Powell. Mejri kicks to Barnes. Barnes with another miss. Clippers leading by 5. The feed to Harris. Outside Williams. He kicks it to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Barnes kicks to Powell. Mejri, the pass to Farrell. And it's off from three-point range. The Clippers shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Back to Harris. On the wing, Johnson, covered by Barnes. Johnson dishes to Harrell. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. And it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
How good is that pass? Certainly makes the offensive opportunity easy.
On the wing, Barnes. Pass to Mejri. Back to Barnes. There's the screen. They need this one. Good work there as it goes. Barnes has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
I'll tell you, he's doing everything scoring-wise this period to try to keep them in it.
Pick by Harrell. Williams kicks to Harrell. Shoots over Mejri. It's tipped. Barnes against Johnson. Williams with the block. They retain possession. Harris outside. Powell with the screen. Farrell for 3. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And Los Angeles with some changes. Bradley's checked in for Johnson. And Teodosic subbed in for Wallace. The Mavericks also with a sub. Matthews, he's checked in for Salah Mejri. And stolen by Harrell. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go.
And Williams is sort of the classic instant offense guy. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he can provide a spark whenever they need one.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
And the first one drops.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And Dallas with a change here too. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Powell. And so he hits both.
Boy, his free throw shooting has been on the mark tonight. Nothing new there, right?
Here's Farrell. He has 7. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Mavericks have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. Here's Teodosic. Misses off the right iron. And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We come back right after this. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his guys.
Keep playing. Take turnovers out of the game, all right? Defense, 1, 2, 3, defense.
Preaching efficiency, preaching defense. Rick Carlisle right there wants to see no mistakes out there.
Yeah, I mean, protect the basketball. Try not to force anything and just take what the defense gives you.
Just 1 quarter left in regulation. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. On the court for the Mavericks, Matthews and Barnes, the forward pair. Devin Harris is out there with Farrell, and it's Nowitzki in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Gallinari passes to Harris. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And as good as Gallinari can be on the offensive side, Greg, he's a bit of a one-way player.
Yeah, and Gallinari is best in a situation where you can kind of hide him on defense. You want him out there on the floor due to his genius in terms of the offensive game, but he can't hang with most starting caliber forwards defensively.
Two shots.
And he makes the first.
Well, the Mavericks last season, remember, went 33-49. It was their first losing season in 17 years. That's a remarkable record of winning.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Williams. Smith checked in for the Mavericks. Barnes hits them both. And in the midst of their 16 seasons of 500 basketball or better, the Mavericks with 11 straight seasons of 50 wins or better.
And they have 12 of those 50-win seasons overall, Kev. Everyone knows they've got an NBA title underneath their belt. If you're a Dallas Mavericks fan, you have every reason to be proud.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Nowitzki left side. Over Jordan. Nowitzki, no good. Clippers leading by 8. Here's Teodosic. Lobs it up for Jordan.
Incredibly reliable as a scorer. He's always looking for ways to help the team succeed. It's happening again tonight.
4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Smith kicks to Matthews. Fires from 14. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And Smith, an accomplished scorer, has a beautiful looking mid-range jumper.
Jordan the screen. Second chance shot. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Here's Farrell. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
2. Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. For the Mavericks, 16 consecutive years of 500 basketball or better. Coming to an end last season, unfortunately for them.
Yeah, it was the beginning of a rebuild. The first time in a long time for the Mavs. And they waived some of their veterans to free up space and court time to further develop those young players. And with how competitive this organization is, you know they'll do everything they can to get back in contention to try to send Dirk out on a high note.
Now here's Bradley. And that one's good. Teodosic.
Well, Kev, that's the court vision of Avery Bradley. Remarkable how he finds these wide open teammates on a consistent basis.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Smith. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Here's Teodosic. Back to Jordan. Clock at 6. And stolen by Barnes. And now the fast break. Matthews with the ball. Lets it go from the wing. Dallas again missing.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
Bradley can't get it to go.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
The kick out to Matthews. Back to Smith. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Smith's got 11 points here in just the second half. Here's Teodosic, covered by Smith. Passes to Gallinari. Over Matthews. And it's Gallinari missing. Mavericks trailed by 7. Nowitzki kicks to Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
You gotta love Nowitzki setting his guys up with perfect passes.
Harris outside. He feeds it to Gallinari. And there's the pass to Teodosic. Jordan the screen. The dish to Bradley. Pulls up, high post. They get the rebound. Here's Jordan. Connects on the 9-footer. Jordan's got 29 in the game. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Here's Farrell, guarded by Bradley. Jumper off the screen. Farrell can't hit.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Now, here is Gallinari. Poked away and stolen by Barnes. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, that's called exhibiting power and quickness in the painted area. Barnes does a really good job drawing contact there.
Two shots.
First one falls for him.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Barnes hits them both. Clippers leading by 5. Feeds to Gallinari. They set the pick. Jordan the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. Mavericks trail by 6. Smith outside to the paint. Here's Barnes. No good that time. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Kicks to Jordan. Bradley against Matthews. Here's Harris. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
And I like the way he's settled down here. I mean, after the sloppy first half, he's done a much better job taking care of the ball.
For Dallas, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Smith kicks to Barnes. Swiped it away. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Outside Bradley. Pass to Teodosic. Dishes to Gallinari. To the inside. Rejected by Nowitzki.
And Dirk has always been a bit underrated defensively. Superb length to contest and block shots.
The 3 from Barnes gets it to go from beyond the arc. Barnes has got 9 points now in the quarter. Teodosic, the pass to Harris. Jordan, the screen. Here's Teodosic. Back to Harris. Jordan, the screen. 6 to shoot. Harris dishes to Jordan. Nice D from Nowitzki.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
Now here's Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Well, tremendous drive by Harrison Barnes. You know, so often he's played to shoot that, but he can put it on the deck and fly by you.
Here's Teodosic. Jordan with a screen on Matthews. Bradley kicks to Jordan. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Jordan's got 15 points in just the second half.
Boy, his output has been impressive today, and it doesn't look like he's done cooking just yet.
Nowitzki a screen. It's stolen by Harris. Pass to Teodosic. Outside Jordan. Here's Harris. That's tipped. Matthews with it. He dishes it to Powell. Nowitzki, the pass to Barnes. Shot clock at 5 for 3. Smith, another 3 for Dallas.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Teodosic, covered by Smith. Harris inside the line, and right on target. Good. Harris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, good or not, that isn't a shot they'll want him to take again.
On the wing, Barnes. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
And you can just see the confidence of Barnes growing, scoring right when they need him.
Here's Teodosic, covered by Smith. Harris inside the line. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his 5th foul. And the Clippers making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Here's Dallas. They're on a 16-7 run. Nowitzki a screen. They set the screen. Smith kicks to Matthews. On the wing, Barnes. Over Gallinari. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Matthews with the steal. And now Matthews pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Kevin, you have to love the mindset of Matthews. Always wants to score whenever he has the ball in his hands.
Now the feed to Williams. Jordan the screen. Williams dishes to Jordan. Powell with the steal. And here's the break. Lets the three fly. Offensive rebound. Barnes. Powell the pass to Nowitzki. Matthews no good. The Clippers trail. Pass to Teodosic. Jordan kicks to Williams. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. 16 points for Lou Williams.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
I'll tell you, that's the killer instinct you need to have. You love the attacking mentality near the cup.
Now here's Matthews. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Gigantic shots like that have to help Powell's confidence. Quality look.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Jordan the screen. Williams kicks to Harris. The 11-footer. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Harris has got the game tied up here for the Clippers. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Now here is Smith. Outside Matthews. And it's Matthews again missing. A crucial possession with time ticking down.
Yeah, an opportunity to take the lead on this possession.
Harris inside. He's against Nowitzki.
And this atmosphere is bananas.
No doubt. You love seeing him knock down the clutch basket.
Nowitzki a screen. And here's Smith. Outside Matthews. Powell with the screen. 5 to shoot. Matthews goes in.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Well, you can see he's sputtering a bit, but he's trying to get going. I do like that he's continuing to be aggressive.
Williams kicks to Harris. Oh, trying for it. Matthews with the steal.
Still a chance here, but they need to score.
They cannot afford to waste a single possession at this point. I'll tell you, in close games, Matthews, the guy they turn to, he loves taking these big shots.
And the Clippers call time here. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Harrison Barnes.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Williams passes to Teodosic. He kicks it to Harris. Over Barnes. No good.
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboard.
You know, and a lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the carom.
Dallas calls timeout. Here's Smith.
No, sir.
Got it!
Wow.
What a shot!
Oh.
I tell you, Smith is the real deal, showing a lot of grit down the stretch in these tight spots. Nothing rattles this guy.
So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Dirk. Congrats on the win. How were you guys able to hang in there during the second half?
I think we just battled, and that was good for us. I thought that really won us the game down the stretch. We scrambled for each other. We rotated, got a couple lucky bounces down the stretch, and that always helped.
Luck is the residue of design, and you guys got it done. Thanks, Dirk. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long.